Welcome back to my channel. So today is going to be a fun YouTube, scratch the science, scratch all of that stuff. We're going to go and eat burgers. So today we're going to be visiting two of our favorite places to get burgers and we're going to compare them both. So this has been an ongoing rivalry between Azure and Boulon, which is where I'm standing right now, to test these burgers out and see which one really is the winner. So not only are we going to go inside and order some really great food, but I'm going to also put the macros up, or at least how I would go about tracking this if I was tracking. And to be frank, I have started prepping, so I probably need to start paying a little bit more attention to my macros, but I'm honestly just very excited to go and have something good to eat, and we're going to get some good cocktails as well. So Sam actually found this really cool little book the other day on Amazon. It was like, I don't know what, $8, and it has like all of the great descriptors. So when we get inside, I'm going to show you what this has in it, but hopefully it gives us some, I guess, food for thought. To start off with, I am going to get a cocktail. It has been a long week, so it's only like, what, 3 in the afternoon here. I'm going to start off with a French martini. So this has one of my favorite liqueurs, Chambord. So it is a French raspberry liqueur. So it kind of makes sense because this is a French restaurant. So it has it has lavender and pineapple along with a Grey Goose. So it's a vodka-based drink. So let's give this a try. Okay, that's really good. Okay, so Sam, behind the camera, ordered this channel side cream ale. It is so tasty. So I'm not normally like a massive beer drinker, but I have learned to enjoy it a little more over the last few years. He actually had a subscription to a company where you could pick from like thousands of really cool, unique, different products. So we would have like a little mini fridge of all of these wild flavored beers. This is certainly a little more tame, but it is super smooth and creamy. So it's actually a local brewery here. So in Channelside district in Tampa. So yeah, if you like beer, it's really good. This is potentially the best burger in Tampa. And I'm not just saying that as, you know, Holly. I'm saying that as we've been sitting at a table in another restaurant and have overheard people talking about this, and then we've gotten in a conversation talking about this burger. So everybody in Tampa loves it. I think I'm going to say it's the underdog burger because the next place that we're going to is called Azure, and they also have a really good burger. So Sam and I must have come here no less than a dozen times just for the burger. And the people either side of us have all had burgers. So it's clearly a crowd favorite in our town. This is a really nice like upscale restaurant too. It turns into an amazing bar at night. It's right down like in the center of town where all of the footballers and I guess all of the sports players are. Like, it's busy. There's some really great retail. So it's just got good vibes all around. I don't know whether, because we're here early in the day, maybe they have like the B team potentially working. It only ranked 3.4. I normally give this like at least a 4.7, but it's usually like in the evenings when we're here. I've probably always had at least one cocktail, but I don't feel like that's skewing my perception right now. So I think first off, I love how light this burger is. So I gave it a 4 out of 5 for the patties because they're so light, but they're still really juicy and moist. So it's not like heavy in your hand. So that's what I love about this burger. It's a good size. It's not overly like huge or anything. You can put your mouth around it. And it looks good, but I mean, a burger's a burger. I think there's plenty of other foods that are substantially more aesthetic. So I don't know. I think I can only rate a burger's appearance with a 3. For juiciness, I gave it a 5, but not because it's overly juicy. It's like the perfect amount of dryness. It's not running down your fingers. Like, you know how sometimes you get a burger and they haven't let it rest and there's just tomato and all of the things in it and it just dripples down your fingers. It's not like this at all. It's super dry. So I actually rated it a 5 out of 5 for its juiciness because it was not juicy. It had a bit of an onion aftertaste. So I know that this has onion in it. It's a FODMAP. I'm going to have a bad day tomorrow, actually. But it did give a little bit of a oniony aftertaste, which I haven't noticed before. So again, I don't know whether this is a different chef working here today or they changed the recipe, but it was a little bit oniony. So I actually marked it down only by one. I do like onion, but I did bring it back down from a 5 to a 4. Texture was good. Cheese was okay. Honestly, I didn't even notice there was cheese in it. So I would have liked more cheese in this particular one. The Thousand Island dressing was delicious. Then the bun was a little bit lackluster. It's normally waxy and dry, and it like just sits in your hand beautifully. And today it wasn't the waxy burger that I remember. So I think that's going to bring it all the way down. And the fries, I don't know. I feel like they might have been cooked in old oil. I'm being very particular today, guys. Normally this is my favorite place, so I feel bad. But it gets a 3.4. And it would normally get a 4.7. So I'm so excited to go and try this next place that we're going to. So this is Boulon. I don't know how to say it. I think it's Boulon. And the next location that we're going to is Azure. So they're like walking distance from one another. Like I said, it's great vibes. If you haven't been to Tampa, definitely get down this way. It's awesome. So we've had our second burger, and this one I've got to say, so it's actually nothing like a traditional burger. So first off, they use Wagyu beef, which was super juicy, but it was a thicker patty. Now, normally I love a thin patty or a double thin patty, but this had so much flavor. The other thing that was really unique about this burger was they had Feta cheese. I don't know about you, but I've never had Feta on a burger. It's always like an American cheese or a Swiss cheese or something like that. So this was just super salty and like so much flavor. And then they had a Basil Mayo or some kind of aoli. They call it a Basil labna. I'm just going to roll with it. Was basil flavored and it was just awesome. So this actually ended up scoring a 4.1. So this guy, I believe it's not going to be the bouillon flag today. It's actually going to be the Azure burger for the win, guys. I don't know. That concludes today's, I guess, burger tasting. I had so much fun. That was delicious. Very satisfied. The cocktails were wonderful. But if you're somebody that is traveling to Florida, make a trip to Tampa. And if you are in town, go and check out Azure. Obviously, they have our favorite burger, my favorite burger, as well as the Addition in general. So that's the entire building. They have lots of different levels with different styles of restaurants and cuisines. And you obviously got to see the beautiful pool area where we were eating this afternoon. And of course, Bouillon. So even though they were meant to be the #1 burger, I am still so surprised that we ended up going with Azure. But anyhow, Bouillon is an awesome place as well to stop by and check out. So it's right down in the middle of downtown Tampa. There's the Amelie Arena, there's Sparkman Wharf, there's the water. It's super great. So that being said, I'm going to throw up all the macros for today's burgers so you don't have to, guess what they were. I know everybody struggles with making those types of estimates, so I'll put exactly how I would track these if I was tracking macros. Obviously, I'm not right at the moment, but I need to. I'm about to start my prep. So that being said, I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you in my next video.